Hello, Monster Band, welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in a brand new campaign as Lokhir Fellheart.
Bring fire and terror.
Yes, because of course Lokhir Fellheart is the consummate corsair of the Dark Elves. That's right, he likes making movies, singing songs and fighting round the world on his literal city-sized boat. Which of course is the, what do you call it? The Blessed Dread, that's it. There you go, the Tower of Blessed Dread. So we've got a, we start off in Cathay for some reason, I guess for unit diversity, faction diversity reasons. We've got Nakari down the bottom there, not Nakari, what's his name? Nakai, that's the one, the big crocodile chap, absolute legend. And he starts off with a friend. Just a friend, no relation, who is intelligent. So it's good to have a intelligent friend. Jez Gordroth. Just gonna. I'm never gonna remember. There we go. Right, good. I'm sure the Dark Convent's lovely. Right, I'll pop you in there. So far, so good. We've got to sacrifice Hakati because, of course, we have rights. Being that we are Lokhir Fellheart, we do actually have a different right, which boosts up the Spiky Hydras as well as the Black Ark Corsairs, which is quite nice because, of course, being, you know, a pirate, we like our Corsairs. It just makes sense. Okay, so first things first, we're going to move Admiral Keanu over there, and that's going to give us some little bit of Black Ark support, which is quite nice. I think we can just dread expansion. There we go. We start off at war with some vampirates who are also in Cathay for some reason. Who knows why, but they are here. So actually this starting army is actually quite nasty because it's got some depth guard in it, which that's a really nasty unit to have to face off against, considering most of our units are garbage. Like, we've got Dread Spears, we've got I mean, okay, the Black Ark Corsairs aren't bad, but we don't really have anything sort of like that stands up to a depth guard, so you actually have to be quite sneaky about dealing with the depth guard. Faction-wise, we have the Menace of Mathlands, we get Sacrifice to Anathema, improves Corsairs and Spiky Hydras, we get Income from Slays, of course, that is the Dark Elf mechanic, and every owned major port will allow the recruitment of a Black Ark, which means we can have a shit ton of Black Arks, which is quite fun. Victory condition wise, obviously we need to beat up Cathay for our short victory, which is fine. All that good stuff over there, that'll give us a short victory. The long victory, we need to beat up the High Elves, which you might go, holy shit, that's literally the other side of the map. But actually, fortunately, there is a little tunnel sea lane down here, which sends us over to Lustria, and then we can just go through the straits of whatever the fuck this is, and we are pretty much smack dab right next to World 1. And to be honest, for any faction doing a naval invasion, the Dark Elves pretty much win at that, because of course you have the Black Arks who have super cheap armies, and you can just you can attack coastal settlements with them as well, so it's all good.
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
Indeed. Lokhir himself, he's got a bunch of skills. His trait is Kraken Lord, as you can tell from the old helmet there. Must be an absolute nightmare to get through low door. I mean, you think ships, right, tend to have quite low doors. He's got to be ducking a lot. On the other hand, I guess Black Arks are fucking cute. Black Arks are literally cities. They're literally city ships. Right, you just have to... You know when you go into a battle against a Black Ark and you look at it and you go, that's fucking huge. I mean, that's pretty realistic to how... The only thing that's not realistic is the size of the army garrison that you have there. I mean, even with 20 units, you'd be just knocking around in there. Everyone would have their own fucking palace. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so you get upkeep reduction for Black Ark Corsairs. Black Ark Corsairs cause fear, and we're immune to High Seas Reef and Storm Attrition, which is quite nice. And of course, we do have a bunch of mods currently, which gives us some additional skills there. So we're getting more range, armor piercing, battle, weapon damage, and missile damage for Black Ark Corsairs. Income from ports. We get some bonuses for Harpies there. More bonuses for Corsairs, and some bonuses for Spiky Hydras as well. Along with his normal traits, which are things like basically more slave getting and Lord recruitment and bombardment and shit, and income from ports, and all that kind of. Basically, you make a lot of money from ports, which is fine. So we're going to start off by taking on Maddie there, Oxenfurt. Even the auto resolve says Valiant defeat to start off with. That's brutal. That's really brutal. You say what? Ho? What the fuck are you talking about, you lunatics? I guess they are sailors, aren't they? In the Navy. Good, so. In the Navy. Anyway, so we are... Where's the music? Oh god, there's no music. Never mind. Alright, so some admin to get past. First off, I record the replays. So that's why it looks like I'm not doing anything. Because I'm not. I'm watching past Monsters Abound do all the heavy lifting. Future Monsters Abound gets all the accolades. Yeah, bitches. Also, I forgot that Jez was a thing. So we're moving Jez up. Forgot about Jez. Good old feral manticore, the big old winged kitty cat. Basically what they are is doing a serpentine. Just to dodge the bullets. Bulletproof monk. Good stuff. And right, so we need to deal with the Depth Guard. The Depth Guard are the issue. Also, I play on very hard campaign difficulty, hard battle difficulty, because that's my preference. So if you're looking for legendary playthroughs, go watch, I don't know, Nerd Rage Fred on Twitch, because he's got amazing hair. And also, he only plays legendary for some reason. Psychopath. I don't know why. I don't think he even enjoys it, but still, you can go watch him if you want to watch legendary. It's frankly, I don't find it fun. So play on very hard, because that's just about it's a nice difficulty without also introducing a whole bunch of mechanics which piss me off. So already we're taking out the Depth Guard, we're hitting them with everything we got, because Depth Guard are very killy. They will slice through my lightly armoured Druki in fairly short order. So we do not want to engage them. The Black Ark bombardment coming in, and Feral Kitty is coming in from behind there to take out the enemy general. Good stuff. We do have to be careful of the gunnery mob. Unfortunately, the Dread Spears have managed to flank around. So we should be able to engage those gunners and stop them from opening fire. Because, of course, they're zombies, so they're shit. Put a stop to that one. The Depth Guard have been dispatched, which means we can concentrate on taking out old Maddie there. And the handbows are currently taking out the handguns. Just mightier, the handbow or the handgun? That's the question. Turns out, the handbow. Little dinky crossbow. Ah, didn't even hit it. Oh well, there we go. It's always the problem with the undead. They usually just crumble in them, and I can't fade to black without the victory thing coming. It doesn't matter. That's how you do it. And we obviously want to take some slaves here. Only 29 though. Rubbish. Need more. Need more. Well, let's level you guys up. Spirit Leech is always good to have. And you can be a route marcher. Oh, we got a Scarecrow banner. Of course, best banner in the game. In case you're wondering what the best banner was, it's definitely that. Research-wise, we're going to get founded on tyranny because that extra growth is going to be very useful. And we're also going to grab... Yeah, we probably want the growth here as well. Now, we can rush it thanks to slavery. Yay, slavery. And but there's no point doing that because it's only going to take one turn to build anyway. Ooh, that says Pyrrhic Victory. So I'm gonna say, let's put Scarecrow banner on you. I mean, it shouldn't be too. I think the only slight issue might be the gunnery mobs, but I don't think they're going to be that difficult to take out. So I'm not entirely sure. It's being quite. The auto resolve is being quite mean today for some reason. Oh, the auto resolve's being very mean today. Don't know why. Never mind. Never mind. We will take this city. Poor old feral kitty cat took a bit of a beating there, but backed up with the Scarecrow banner, which affects flying units. Makes them charge less leadership, less speed. That's right, bitches. If it's best banner in the game. So I will brook no second opinion on that. It is the best banner. Can't beat it. Now, the gunnery mobs have a range of 90, whereas my crossbows have a range of 125, which means I can outrange them. So we're going to outrange them. So we move our crossbows a little bit up there, and then we can open fire on the handgun. And I could use my Black Arc Bombardment, but the AI will probably just move out its way. So there's no point doing that until they're locked into combat. And there's Lokhir Fellheart, the old tentacle face himself. Looking glorious, looking resplendent there. Big hats. Big hats with spikes on it. Must be a bugger to clean, though. All those spikes. Got the old Sea Dragon cloak, though. To skin a Sea Dragon for that. Tricky. On the other hand, everyone and their mum has got a Sea Dragon cloak around here, so it's gives them extra armor basically, which is why these guys have 80 armor. So it does make them slightly more resistant to missile fire, but not that much. That's probably why it's got all those witch shells. So the gunnery mob here are taking, I mean, they're dripping a lot. They're moist. And they've realised that this is probably not a good idea to sit there and get shot to pieces, which is a shame. Still, I've managed to reduce them to about half of their starting strength. Oh no! Feral Kitty's getting shot to pieces! I was hoping to sneak up on them, but they spotted me. But it's okay, because we're not engaged in combat, so we should be fine there. Those guys are not going to be able to do anything to that Manticore. Meanwhile, the Corsairs with handbows just charging up. We need to engage the enemy as quickly as possible to lock them down, because if they lock down in melee combat, they can't open fire on us. Big boom. Big bada boom. Big bada boom. Good old Black Arc. Good old Keanu. And our Dark Elves should make fairly short work. So the Corsairs, because these guys, I mean, they've got 32 melee attack. These guys have got 17. Total War recently did a post all about how combat works, because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of calculations that go in there. The gunnery mob actually managed to kill 6 of us, but I think that was mostly in the firing. This means our Black Arc Corsairs should be able to slice through the gunnery mob fairly convincingly. I'll say with their 80 armor, they're actually not bad. You know, 80 is quite high for fast-moving infantry like this. And with a speed of 40, you know, they can dash around the battlefield fairly convincingly. And looks like the last of the garrison is now beginning to crumble. Just going to leave us with our second city. Ooh. Yeah, I think that was definitely better than taking the auto-resolve. Oh, I could loot and occupy. I do want the workers. The interns. I need the interns. Lovely, lovely interns. Where's my Thai latte? Okay, let's do something. Yeah, I think growth to start off with. Then we can get some more of you. We can also recruit some of you, can't we? Because we can recruit both from the Black Arc, because Dark Elves don't have global recruitment, they have Black Arc recruitment. Which obviously means you need a Black Arc to recruit, but still. More reserves per second is quite nice. Like, you can't go wrong with that, can you? You just can't go wrong with it. Anyway, we've got a full... Look at this, full province. Holy shit. Let's go with growth. Yes, we're all about the growth at the moment. And looks like there's more vampires to our south. Not to mention there's orcs to our west. Hello.
Let's get one thing understood.
Yep.
I'm the boss here.
I see. Well, okay, they don't like me. Cathay obviously don't like me. Yeah, that's we're probably never going to be friends with Cathay. I know that the Deathmaster's out here somewhere though, and I think I often see Lokhir and Deathmaster, you know, being BFFs. So I reckon we can probably make friends with Clan Eshin, wherever they may be. Dragon and the Kraken. Two of Karonkar's greatest sons currently roam the world's oceans. One, the Beast Lord Rakath, has filled the city's infamous dungeons with all manner of monstrous horrors. I assume that they've asked for that, and he isn't just like, when no one's looking, stuffing the dungeons full of manticores and shit. Because that would seem like more of a public nuisance than anything else. The other is Lokhir Fellheart, that delivers gold idols and spectacular artifacts to the city's vaults. That feels slightly more acceptable. But Karonkar's truest currency is neither beasts nor priceless trinkets, but slaves. Were either of these two fearsome Druki able to fill the city's slave markets to the brim, they would be well placed to make a play for the city itself and declare themselves its Drakahur, whatever the fuck that is. And we need to capture Shylong. Lokhir's famed dual swords, the Red Blades, have slain many foes of the Corsair King. However, the power imbued within them, drawn from the Ind god Gilgadresh's statue, is failing. The only way to restore the blades to their former state is to regularly gorge them with blood. But not just any blood, for only the blood of the most anguished victims will save. How the fuck do you know that? Who said that? Does it come with instructions? For Lokhir, Karonkar is the obvious target for conquest for the Ends, also known as the Slaver's Gate, is home to many slaves living their final minutes, hours or days of their pitiful lives as miserable drudges. The readily available blood of these thralls, downtrodden, then sacrificed, shall be more than enough to slake the Red Blades once again. Well, I'd be silly not to take it. Alright, so we've got a couple of quests there. Indeed. Right. Well, now Keanu, we head this way. Hello.
I am denied.
Aboard the Tower of Blessed Tread.
Duly noted. Right, if we do something like this, I have to be a little bit careful because these guys could sail out and attack the Black Ark. And I don't want to lose my Black Ark this early. But this is still fine. We're still in the radius of support here. So we'll recruit these guys, then we'll go straight on and attack the city. So, full disclosure, I did play Lokhir briefly on stream a few days ago. And they did the exact same thing here. So I was wondering if they would do the exact same thing, and they have. Although I do have slightly more units this time. With that said, where did they get these fucking depth guard from? Which developer is giving these guys depth guard? They not like Lokhir or something? Because, Jesus. Oh, it's like a lovely, refreshing jacuzzi, isn't it? All those bulbs. I'm fairly sure the bones around the edge are just for decorative purposes. So we hold the high ground. That's right. Got the high ground. And to be honest, it might not have been the best in hindsight, because being on the high ground means the guns can actually spot you better. So realistically, I probably should have been on the low ground. That would probably be better to stop the guns from shooting at me, but you know what? It's fine. Hindsight is an exact science. So we're taking quite a lot of damage as we charge down the hill. But once we're in combat, of course, things should shift to our advantage as the Corsairs make short work of the Zombles arrayed against us. Meanwhile, we do have a bloated corpse, which Kitty is going to go and hug. Perfect. Which leaves the way open for my Black Ark Corsairs to sweep down the hill through the noxious gases there and engage, with any luck, the gunnery mobs. So we do have the depth guard. The depth guard having buffed with Von Hull's Dance Macabre, making them very, very nasty. And as you can see, my Dread Spears are getting absolutely annihilated. Like, it's not even close. They are just getting absolutely shredded. We do have Black Ark Corsairs coming in from behind. The Depth Guard aren't having it all their own way. They are taking that. The fuck is that ability? What's this little face? What's this one? Red Woad. The fuck? Why do you have red... That's an Albion thing. Why the fuck do you have Red Woad? I have questions. Alright, never mind. I'll worry about that later. That's a later thing to worry about. The input... That gives them barrier, doesn't it? But it doesn't seem to actually be affecting them. Does it give them a heal as well? Yes. That's probably not great. Anyway, the important thing is that the Depth Guard are slowly dying, but very slowly. Like, it is absolutely traumatic. They are killing so many Dark Elves. I mean, they are literally vampires. Thankfully, they're getting a little bit sad, which means they will start taking damage. We're trying to knock out the gunnery mobs behind the enemy lines with the Black Ark bombardment. Even if we don't manage to hit them with it, at the very least, it's making them move, and they can't shoot while they're moving. Looks like the line of the deckhands same being dispatched. The only problem is they'll crumble, and that then removes the that removes the cover, basically. And if I don't notice that they're all dead, then the gunnery mob will be able to open fire on me. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage in this engagement. Poor old Jez is taking a bit of flack there. But fortunately, I mean, to be honest, shoot at Jez all you like. I don't care, because we're about to run down here and pull your bloody zomble heads off. It's like we've broken the back of the Zomble army. It's just a case of taking out their general with Lokhir. And despite being quite a brutal and bloody battle, we are victorious, and hopefully this opens the way up to our second capital. Right, it's a lot of dead zombies, and I'll take the slaves and replenishment, thank you very much. With any luck, that will have broken the little army and allow us to go and capture their city pretty much unopposed.
Not this, officer.
Well, you say that. 2 skill points. We're going to grab the Kraken Lord, because that's going to give us extra range, armor piercing, weapon damage, and missile damage. Increase income from ports as well. That's nice. It's not ill-considered. Get the fuck in there. Oh, you had 2 skill points. Seriously? I feel like at this point... Okay, we'll get Inspiring Presence as well. Soul... you know, Soul Blight's okay. Right. I don't think that's going to be that tricky, to be honest. He says. Is that going to be tricky? I guess you will have you will have a wall, won't you? Yeah. But mostly you'll just have zombies, so I could build a siege tower. The only slight issue is that if they are inside the city, they can leave the city, and I've only got 2 Corsair units in here. So I think we're just going to go for it. I think they've only got the 1 spell, actually. It's just the 1 spell, actually. I think they can just literally do... Oh, they've got 2 spells. Invocation of the Heck and Von Hal's Dance Book. Neither of which you necessarily, particularly, directly have to worry about. So, chill your shit, alright? It's not really that important. Okay, we've got a lot of Hambos now. It's going to work in our favour. I'm going to send Lokhir to climb up the walls there, because... I don't know, reasons. Fortunately, they haven't decided to put many units on the wall for whatever reasons. Just a unit of gunnery mob there, which is getting a lot of crossbow bolts directly in its face. Not many of our crossbow bolts will hit, but that's fine because we've got a lot of them. Of course, they've got more lads inside the city itself, which is a slight issue. But they don't actually have many guns. They're kind of limited on the number there. So if we can just take those out, then just need to mop up the survivors, really. Easy peasy. That's a lot of crossbows, crossbow bolts. We've got Jez and Lokhir chilling at the bottom of the... it's got four ladders. 4 ladders, Jeremy. That's insane. It's actually Lokhir. So we're going to get Lokhir up to the top there. It'll tire him out. However, yeah, he's exhausted now. He's now climbing up a ladder. Exhausting business. Absolutely knackering. So we're going to go and see if we can take one of... Well, we'll take the walls. And then we'll see if we can take one of the gates here. We are slowly poking them to death with spears. Which, of course, the natural enemy of the door is a pointy stick. So that's what we're doing there. Poking it to death with a big stick. I genuinely think that infantry units, basic infantry units, should not be able... Like, there should be, like, units with axes should be able to break through a door. But units with spears and swords, I don't think they should be able to break through a door. I think you should need to bring a ram or bring some monsters or something. Monsters should be the only thing that can smash through a door. I mean, I know they did it to make it easier for the AI, because the AI just doesn't know how to... Like, if you destroy its rams and siege towers, it just kind of sits there, sticking crayons up its nose, trying to work out what the hell it's going to do. So they just made it so, like, you know, worst case, just get your spearmen, chop your way through the gate. I think we're actually going to poke it to death before we take the objective. Yes, we're definitely... Yep, we've managed to poke... Jesus. Careful, guys! Lokhir's going to have a splinter in the back of his head. Okay, we've broken through. They are sending some fell bats at us. Not that I'm particularly concerned about that, to be honest. We're saying Kitty Cat to help out. Right, now that we've taken out the gates, we can start moving our lads in, taking a little bit of fire there from that gunnery mob. We're through. We're taking out the enemy general as well, using Spirit Leech on him. And then we'll bring Lokhir. Lokhir's spotted him. Lokhir's just very tired now. Not even exhausted, just knackered. Yeah. Climbing up... you know, climbing up a ladder is stressful. So we need to deal with that gunnery mob, because they are causing issues. But of course we still have the Black Arc bombardment, which we can use. I do like that one. It's basically a Comet of Cassandora, isn't it? I just think it's neat. The enemy general having a bad time. I mean, Lokhir is a reasonably nasty combatant. He's not like the strongest combatant, but he certainly is quite nasty. He does, of course, have his little buff there. Dreaded Duelist, which gives him 24 melee attack and 24 melee defense, which does make him quite scary. But still, there's plenty of other melee lords which are definitely stronger. So now we have some of our hand bows up on the wall there, which means it's going to give them extra range. So now I've got a range of 102, which can outrange any handguns. We're also bringing up the old Dark Shards, which is going to give them a range of 150. Because you get bonus range for being up on a wall, you see. Which means if you're attacking a city and you can take the wall, it's actually quite a smart idea, because the AI really wants to take the wall back. Like, it can't... Just, it's like a little switch in its brain, can't deal with it. So if you take the wall, hold your units back, and then just staff it with missile units, you can actually get a lot of shit done. Because you can outrange the enemy, so as long as you've got units on the wall, they can really slice and dice. Or poke holes in, depending on what they're carrying. Okay, so far so good. We've managed to break the enemy on the right flank, which means we can go and try and grab this objective here. There is a nasty trap, which is, what does this do? Oh, it's a monument. It gives a heal per second. You know what? That's actually pretty legitimately useful. I don't often say that about monuments. I mean, it's definitely better use than a barricade, because you can just smash through barricades. I wish Murderous Prowess was like a button you could use. Like it would fill up and then you could hit the button and be like, yeah, rather than it just pops whenever. You know, like a war, basically, like a war. It'd basically be a Dark Elf war. But you can only use it once. Okay, we're cutting through the... I mean, the deckhand mob, you must... I mean, for all their terrible stats, at least they've got a shit ton of health. Lokhir covered in blood and moisture. Because once we've dealt with the Zomble pirates, we're going to have to deal with... Oh, no, there's vampire pirates, actually. They have Zombles, so they're vampire pirates. Once we've dealt with vampire pirates, we'll probably have to deal with Cathay. That's a whole extra thing. But we've managed to break through, knock out those gunnery mobs, which means there's not really much left to deal with. Some deckhand mob there. There's some more gunnery mobs hanging around. But looking at numbers, yeah, they've only got like 900 guys. How the fuck have they got 900 guys? That's 120. 2, 4. Okay, I guess that does make sense. Alright, knock these guys out. Grab this objective. We can push further on into the city. We'll go and grab this one as well, just in case they don't break. What are these guys doing? Have we got like a little zomble orgy? Stop it. It's unseemly. I don't want to join in. So we're grabbing the supply locations. There we go, grab that one as well. There go, those barricades means these gunnery mob no longer have somewhere to hide behind. I mean, yes, you can charge that the himbos, mate. Top of the that's Irish. I don't. What accent was that? Doesn't matter. You can charge the hand bows if you like, but it's not really going to do much good because we've got better melee stats than you. So get wrecked. Oh, there we go. They're all crumbling now. Okay, just need to finish them off now. So far, so good. Still, hard going. Jesus. Lokhir's got a rough start. I thought Kugath was bad. Right, we don't have any harpies, so there's no point doing that. May as well get... I mean, I would like more missile firepower. I wouldn't be against that. Let's get some more black... just more black arcs. Corsairs, really, isn't it? Because they're dirt cheap. Evidently, being a pirate, I'm not very good with the Corsair Union. I just ignore it. Someone else's problem. Maybe I am the Corsair Union. Okay, I'm gonna get Raider Lodges? Raider Lodges, yeah, because that's gonna give us stuff. Got those left to keep ticking along. Do I want to fix this? Yeah, probably. Actually, cancel that. Why are you... Oh, because we've got a settlement down here. So what I'm going to do... You, come here. Come here. Get the fuck down here. Sail your massive fat ass down here. Good lad. Right. Now we... you know what? Let's... I do. Let's recruit some more stuff for you, because then you can go and take this, which should have a shitty little arm. Yeah, so that's got a shitty little garrison there. Which is good. Get some more spears here. Just bolster our forces. You get Soul Blight. So, plan is, we're going to send Keanu down to take Fu Chao, and Lokhir is going to take Chai Mei. At that point, we should have wiped out the vampirates, and be in a fairly good setting for the start of the campaign. We've met the puppets a bit. I wonder if we can be friends with you.
Now that is interesting. Intriguing, even.
Good. I could help you with the Imperial Wardens, but I've kind of got a vampire problem. I might be back. You never know. I do. I certainly wouldn't mind being friends with you. Let's put it that way.
Aboard the Tower of Blessed Dread.
Right. Now, the only other problem is you don't have an encampment stance here. So we can only raid. Unless... No, we'll still take attrition damage. Right, okay. Okay. Let's get some dark shards. That should be enough to deal with that army.
Yes.
And then I think we just... Because the sooner we get down here, the sooner these losers are dead. And we can start... Oof. Yeah, you're not happy bunnies. Why aren't you happy bunnies? Provincial instability. It doesn't look that unstable. It's fine. 5 turns. You're going to rebel in 5 turns. That's fine. Unless we do this, I can't do that. Unless I do demand highborn hostages. There we go. I'll demand highborn hostages. Then I can do that. That will fix it. Bish bosh bash. Jobs are good. More growth. Yes, that's what I want. I want big Black Ark growth. Because to be honest, I wouldn't mind getting another Black Ark right about now. Well, more growth. Lovely. Okay. You're fine. You'll be alright. Have they wandered off? Have they just left? They don't wanna come out to play. Alright. Oh, seriously? God, what? It says low. It says low. Why are you going to kill me with low, you bastard? You know what? I'm just going to do it anyway. Fuck you. Can't believe low casualties. By the way, you also lose a unit. The fuck? I swear to God. Auto resolve. You better not be a... Fine. Okay, my guess is the vampirates probably have an army, but no. Like, where did they go? Oof. Ooh, that's not good. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. It's, we did do quite a lot of shit, didn't we? So it's going to be minus 30. I think we need to untack. We could always improve control. We can make some slaves fight to death for our amusement. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Good stuff. We could do this as well, because to be honest, everyone's quite shitty. So if we do that, that will, at the very least, increase our public order. Perfect. Okay, so things have... I just didn't want to have to run around dealing with rebellions on top of everything else. Just it's a lot of busy work. Okay, I'll upgrade you. More growth, more slaves, and I think the vampirates have been killed. No doubt someone else will try and kill me next turn, but we'll worry about that next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.